Oh, I guess the door didn't open. Hey guys, WC Hamilton here, and I am on the new Eriador 1.10 survival server, and as you can see behind me, I've got somebody helping me out over here, and lo and behold, it is Bread, one of our admins on the community server. We also have Solodri and Monroe4 who are going to be joining us for the next couple of weeks out here building the city projects, helping out with putting together your builds, and just generally being creative and stuff. And right now, we are working on something different. I don't want to work on the airport today. I'm tired of the stupid airport being stupid and not working like I want to. So I'm taking a break. I'm switching gears a little bit and actually going to start working on the layout of the city. We got to flatten this whole area, as you can see behind me. I've already started over in that direction. Well, let me switch it around. I've already started out on this direction. You can see it's kind of flattened down to sea level. We're going to take all this basically from this nether rack and over here, all the way over to the Central Park area and flatten it down, because I think that in the long run is going to be the easiest solution for this. We may leave a little bit of land up and downsness, whatever that's called. I can't think of the word. But for the most part, it's going to be flat, and that's mostly for the roads and lining up buildings and things. Just going to be easier. And in the end of the day, you're not really going to notice because there's going to be so much tall stuff anyway. But I do want to leave that hill because we've got a bridge that's going to need to go across to there, and we could maybe put some houses or something light over there, because we don't want to have a bunch of big tall buildings right in front of the end of the runway. That's for sure. So yeah, the highway will kind of come down and curve around and then go like that. And then I'm thinking, because the roads are so wide, they're 7 blocks plus 2 blocks for a sidewalk, if there's one on either side. 9 blocks is super wide, and it's not going to be easy to curve it around here. So what I'm thinking I'll do is just do like one main, like a coastal road that goes around here that's the 9 blocks, and it'll go all the way around and then maybe loops back around the backside. And then we'll probably do 1 or 2 2-lane roads front to back or something like that. But most of the stuff for the actual city is going to be one-way streets. So we'll have roads that go in this direction and then roads going in this direction, and then we'll build the grid out like that. So that way they're only like 5 blocks wide, 3 for the road, 2 for sidewalk, and then buildings. So I think that'll work out a little bit better as far as getting more buildings put into place here, and it'll allow us more flexibility with how we want to lay out the roads. But the first thing we got to do is we got to flatten this whole area. So I'm going to try and get a team together, so it's not just Bread and I, and we're going to need a ton of chests for all this dirt and stuff. And maybe even put a beacon out here once we get down to stone level. But yeah, let's get this flattened out, and we can kind of get an idea of how the roads are going to lay out. Well, that was quite a lot of work, but we got it done. Just a few trips to the end to get this shovel repaired. I think two trips, and we'll probably need another one soon. But that did pretty good. And you know, like now that you're looking at it, going, that's not really a big area. It's definitely not as big. I mean, I knew it was kind of small. I mean, I don't know. You may think it's huge, but I don't think it's as big, especially for how big all the roads and stuff are going to be. But we'll see. We'll see when it gets gridded out. You never really can tell from just looking at it plain. But once you start getting buildings in place and roads going and all this kind of stuff, maybe it's enough. But if not, we can always expand. We kind of cut it short. I left that hill right there, but on the other side of that hill is where the river is that separates the city district from Central Park. So I can either leave that if this is enough space, and if not, I can continue going out that way. And obviously we're going to trim that down a little bit, maybe to this height, and probably leave that hill, maybe not, I don't know. But we're going to start with this for now, and this should be cool. So I need to start laying out the road network and getting a feel for that. And maybe also in this episode, we'll try to work on a bridge. I don't know if I will have time or not, but definitely let's try to get these roads in place so that if people want to start building high rises, then they are free to do so. Dang it. Oh, I thought I measured it. So I think I'm being clever. I just moved everything over one block using the dirt, and now I just have to place the new slabs on the underside of these blocks. So in theory, I don't have to do that much work. I don't have to pull out the calculator again for the circle generator or whatever it's called. I should be able to just get this going, and it'll be exactly the same, just one block shifted over. So not a total loss like I had originally thought. Oh man, look at that. Now we're talking. Yeah. All right, so we are 64 blocks above whatever level ground that I pillared up from, and as you can see, this is really getting to show you why I need more space than just what we cleared out earlier. We're gonna have to use this whole area somehow or another, I think, because this is a 2-lane road right here. Look how big that is. Look how much room that takes up. That's a nice curve right there. That was some goings on to get that to work. Obviously, still got to build the bridge, got to do the road deck, but I wanted to put in the road deck in here just so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. And then once we add the once we add the dashed or dotted lines, that's what I was trying to say, in here, then you'll get an even better idea of the scale and giantness that is this build. But I think it's gonna be really cool. And here's the other thing too, is since I've already put in those dotted lines over there, we're gonna actually start the whole dotted lines for the whole city are gonna start right over there, and then we'll base it off of that spacing. That way, like if we started over here, we might get lucky and it might end up there, or you might end up with one really long dash or 2 blocks in between instead of 3 or whatever. I'd just as soon start over there anyway, since that's where the road's starting, and then just get it on over there. But it's coming together. I'm gonna have to move this beacon out of the way, and then I think we're just gonna follow this. We're just gonna follow this over to there for now. We'll expand as expansion is required, and then we're gonna start putting in some side roads, so look for that here in the next little bit. All right, I know that I said I wasn't going to work on the bridge today, most likely. Well, I changed my mind because I got inspired and I want to do it. So I think I want to try my best at building a Golden Gate Bridge style bridge building. Where is all my andesite? Yeah, there we go. So that's what we're gonna try to do. So I'm getting a few of these materials together. I know I have a bunch of, there they are, and we're gonna make something cool. I think, dude. Ah, crap. There we go, dude. Yeah, birch fence, great. So what I've decided to do is, we've got the bridge over here. I need dirt. I need lots of dirt. Probably just 2 stacks. Boop, boop, close enough. What I've decided to do is make a Golden Gate Bridge style. I don't want it to be any taller than that for sure. Because we're at the airport. We don't want to have a whole bunch of tall stuff. But then again, we're right next to downtown, so people are going to have to just be careful. But I think it'll look really cool. And because we're in the mesa, we've got a lot of red stained clay. It kind of works out like that too. So what I was going to do is I need to measure the whole length of the bridge. We're just going to go to basically like one of these blocks here. Whatever makes it an odd number. Oh, no. Whatever makes it an odd number across. And then we're going to have one tower in the middle, kind of here-ish, that goes up. And that'll be that. And then I'll do like the little swoopy downs to some little towers down at the end, and that'll be cool. And then the rest of this stuff, I think what I'm gonna do anytime, I don't know that there's gonna be any more elevated highways, but just in case, the theme for the rest of that will be kind of like a, just like a concrete kind of thing with a pillar down there. It'll make sense when I build it. But yeah, I'm gonna measure the bridge, and you see I got this all in place, and I think it looks really cool, especially from the air. Once this is all done, man, this is coming together. It's gonna be so sweet. But yeah, let me get this boring stuff out of the way and measure it, and then we'll get you a good idea of how we're actually gonna build it, because this is gonna be rather large, I think. This is the center point of the bridge right here. 45 blocks is the length that I am going across here. And so at the ends, where we've got here, we're gonna have like a little pillar tower up on either side of that, and then you've got the main tower that goes up there. And so then you've got the chain bit or whatever that'll come down here. And that should give us enough space. So basically we're gonna end up having, fences every other block across. So the first thing I need to do is I actually need to line the outside of it, because the whole outside of it is going to be red stained clay. So let's start with this. And this is what all the cables are going to connect to. And then from there, we can build the uprights and the stuff that goes into the water, the support structure and all that kind of stuff. I don't think this shouldn't take too long, but you never know, because it's me and I'm doing this kind of freehand building right now, which is not really my forte. For those of you musically inclined, you know what I mean. But yeah, this will be fine. It'll be fine. No worries about nothing. We'll get it done. It'll look amazing. All right, I'll be back in a second. So I'm building this bridge finally, getting the design worked out, and I'm here with Wild Trekker. He's been helping me out, being my eyes off to the side, making sure that everything lines up. So I certainly appreciate it.
And you got it third time lucky.
I know, right? Just do it a couple of times, and then it'll work. Oh!
There he goes again.
Until you fall off.
You've not done that before.
Yeah. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, and we were so close to the end too, and this isn't right. I need to check this, because it's got to connect. See, that's why we make little checks, making sure. we're nearing the end. Once I get this cable in, then I can build the other column, and then there's going to be either 2, maybe 3 connecting beams that go across here that kind of tie the left and right sides of the bridge together. And then this is a slab. What did I mess up?
Have you gone wrong again?
Yeah, I messed it up. I don't know how I did it. We'll go from the top down. All right, so this. Oh, I see. This should be that. Okay, now we're good. We're good. Oh, man. So let's take a look at it from over here. Ender Pearl. I didn't put any of the uprights in place, but that'll be... Oh, God. That'll be fine.
Complete with dirt blocks.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. I'm going to do the other side with those stairs like I did on this side. I haven't done that yet. And then I'm also going to line the bottom of it, I think, with... It's some sort of slabs. Either the stone brick slabs or the stone slabs, whatever looks better. I want it just to kind of be... So you don't see the road bed from underneath. I think that'll look nicer. And then there'll be another beam that goes across this bottom bit over here. And obviously I'm going to have to move the towers over because I shifted them 1 block. But I think that's going to be really cool. And I'm excited. I think I'm going to throw some shaders on when I get this all done and get some little fancy video. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh.
So how's your little girl doing anyway? Keeping you awake?
Oh yeah. Oh, she loves that. She's like, oh, I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys want to play? No? Well, I'm gonna complain about it.
Oh, how I remember those days. All I have to do is remember those days, and think back to myself. Yeah, no more.
I'm good. She's already like rolling over. Like the first night we brought her home, we woke up and she was turned on her side. I was like, well, dang. She can't hold her head up yet, obviously. I mean, she's only 2.5 weeks old, but she's moving along. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick they progress, and then you spend all that time going, oh, go on, walk, take your first steps, and then as soon as they walk, go, no, stop walking now. I don't want you to walk anymore. Yeah, go back. Yeah. They suddenly start reaching everything and pulling at everything, and your things in your house will start gradually moving upwards. You know, they're kind of like they're okay where they are, and then they start crawling. So you start moving things off the lower shelves, and then they can start walking. You move them up again.
So yeah, now I just have to put in a few little decorative, like an X or something up here with another beam across the middle, for support, because, you need that kind of stuff in Minecraft, like proper support structures. And I'll tidy up the base, and then we should be good on this. I think it's coming along great.
Yeah, kind of that center bit needs a lower beam going across, doesn't it? And then, as you say, like an X going on or something.
That'll be cool. So let's see if I can pop that out real quick, and then we can call this one job done. Update the maps again. We just did. Oops. More speed. All right, let's see.
More speed.
How does that? Not really.
Very, very red.
Very red. You think we should switch it to like stone bricks? Maybe do like this, pop a little thing there.
I'm just wondering if the X should be a different color to the red frame, but I don't know. The beam across the light should obviously be red and that, but
I am not good at this.
It's difficult because you've got a lot of stone bricks down the side.
Yeah.
And you're working across a different dimension, aren't you? So yeah, the stone bricks blend into the stone support things along the side, so it doesn't kind of work, I don't think.
Okay. So what block have we not used that could work? Run this across like that. How's that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's not a perfect X because obviously it drops down a little bit, but I don't think you really notice it. I think it looks good.
Pick up all these guys. Okay, so we're going to take a step back.
And even with that second red bar, it still looks quite good, actually.
Yeah, I'll move that second bar down. We'll do another X just to have a little bit more character, I think. But I think this will be cool. We'll try it. Whoa. Did you just fly past here?
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I just saw something kind of in the corner of my vision. All right, let's see. How does that look? I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
I can definitely live with that. I might put in just a little bit more, like one of these guys up here. Oops. Like that. And then I think something that might be kind of cool too is if I make a ladder that goes up on the inside of those columns, and then you can like walk out on top. I might do that as well.
Yeah. Well, you could actually take these lower ones away because you wanted this walkway, didn't you? Mm-hmm. So you could make the entrance there to sort of walk in and walk up, and then you still keep your sidewalk, as you call it, pavement as we call it.
What if we did like this? That look all right?
Ooh, fancy. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Just finish it off nicely.
Finish it off nicely. I like that. Now we got the sidewalk across. We've got the bridge here. And just clean up all this dirt. I think I still have to remove some dirt on the outside over here. And then also change out the blocks underneath on the other side to the upside down stairs. Because like you said, there was just too much red going on. So I had it 2 blocks red on the bottom.
Deep sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just those little details, the edging and that makes it.
But I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I actually did something. I didn't have to go like, hey, community, what should I build? Make something for me. I'll make it. Like I actually kind of like built something. So yay. And I appreciate your help. That certainly made it go a lot quicker. And you're using your better judgment.
When you got a second pair of eyes.
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, no, that looks terrible. Do it again. Like, okay.
Using my skills and knowledges of suspension bridges.
Yep. I am super happy with that. Yeah, it looks modern and tasteful at the same time. Now I just have
now you're going to watch my video of the bridge I made, and you're going to go, oh, that's tons better, and knock it down.
No, it's gonna. It may be tons better, but this is gonna stay. I'm not knocking it down.
It's not tons better. Mine only looks all right because it was built by Brunel. So.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Wild Trekker. I know you said you had to leave, so I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna get back to doing this too.
Yes, well, have fun. I'm gonna head back over the other side, and at least I'll be ready when I log in, hopefully.
All right, we'll see ya.
See ya.
Okay, so this is what it's looking like now, and I am really happy with how it's all turned out. Got some more details in there. I may take these out. I don't know if I like those, but the underneath bit, it just adds a little bit of depth to it. It gets you don't see the stupid yellow stripes anymore, and just cleans it up, and it's got that thickness to it. You know what I mean? It's like it's thicker, it's robust, it's got like a structure to it. You can look through this at the neat airport over there, and I just like it. And I didn't do the ladders all the way to the top because, to be honest, there just wasn't a good spot for those. That's all there is to it. So I just made it so the ladders come up from underneath. You can take the slab from the water and then go up and get onto the bridge if you were so inclined. Oh, I didn't know there was lava there. Interesting. But yeah, the next part to getting this little area filled out is to do the columns and the underneath bit of this road. So I'll just bust that out real quick. But if you look at this column, I actually really think this looks cool for what it is, support beam. This is, you may recognize this as the structure from inside the warehouse. In between the columns in the warehouse, they have this very similar pattern, the anvil, wall, slab, wall. So I wanted to reuse that theme in here to kind of like as a little homage to the warehouse build, and I think it's turned out cool. The only downside to this big thing is we kind of need one in the middle, like here, but it's a really odd, it'd be really odd to do it on a diagonal, so I kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit with the design in that respect. So I'm gonna have to be a little creative and figure something out. Maybe we'll do a little different guy right there, and then we'll just do another one of those beams back here. We'll see. I'll work something out. Don't you worry about a thing. And then we'll get finishing up here. Okay, so I extended the road from there and around that way. You can see these are the blocks that I use as a center line. So in case you're wondering how I got the curves to look like I did and get them evenly spaced like this, because it's not easy. It's not just me going, oh, I think it'll go right here. Place a block, blah, blah, blah. I actually used a circle generator, which you can get online. I might put a link down in the description if I remember. But it's just if you search Minecraft circle generator, it's like the first link on Google. But you can do circles and ovals and all kinds of things. So the first curve that I did over there was actually a circle. And basically I just picked out the radius that I wanted, and then you multiply it by 2 because it actually does the diameter of the circles. And I think on this one I did the outside diameter first. No, I did the inside diameter first. Yeah, work from the inside, then go to the outside. So you do the inside of the curve first, find the curve that you want. This one was a circle. And then you add the width of your road. So I added 14 to it because it's width. So you double it, you add 14, and then do the curve that it's set out right there, and it works out. And then for these things, it was pretty easy because you're just kind of shifting over, just keeping 7 blocks width. This one I eyeballed it for the most part because it was just a few shifts over. It wasn't like a big curve. This, however, these are actually even more complex because they're ovals. So you see, it's not perfect. They're like this area right here seems a little bit off maybe, but I think for the most part, it'll get the point across. It's basically 3 and 3 all the way around these center points, and then definitely back over there. But it's the same kind of idea. You just set your width and height. Do the inside of the curve first, then add, in my case, 14 because I'm doubling the width, and then place it there. Just pick out whatever your center block of your top of the curve is going to be, and then go from there. So not too difficult. There's going to be probably it's probably going to curve around there, go back along here, and then I might just kind of loosely cut it in here so we can give space for some houses or something along this corner right here by the waterfront property, and then back along this way. And then I don't think it's gonna, I don't know. We'll have to come up with a route because it's not a lot of space. Not a lot of space. These are big roads, big buildings, and all this kind of stuff. But for now, I think it's a good start. We can definitely start building off of it. I'm gonna build some of the grids that we're gonna go down with the one-way streets, and that's where we're gonna start building these big skyscrapers down this way, and that's gonna be awesome. Well, guys, we sure did get a lot done today, and I want to give a huge thank you again to Wild Tracker for being my eyes, spotting me while I was building the bridge and kind of telling me, don't place that there. That looks terrible, as needed, because I think it turned out really great. So feel free to definitely check out his link down at the bottom. Check out his channel, watch his videos, really great stuff. While you're down there, you can check out all the other new Eriador members. Their links are down in the description as well. And if you like what you see, please feel free to, subscribe or something. Maybe I'll just keep making these videos. Who knows? But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been WC Hamilton, and we will see you all in the next episode. Bye. time to end the episode, but I want to thank...